Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of Eating on a Budget. Today, we're going to be making a cowboy pie, not to be confused with a cow pie. I believe a cowboy pie is an English dish, very similar, but not exactly like a cottage pie, which most people in the US incorrectly call a cottage pie a shepherd's pie. A cottage pie is made with ground beef. A shepherd's pie is made with ground lamb. A cowboy pie is made with beans and sausage. As far as I'm concerned, you can call a shepherd's pie a cottage pie, or a cottage pie a shepherd's pie, or a cowboy pie a shepherd's or cottage pie. So let's start off making our cowboy pie. With about a tablespoon of butter, and if you don't have butter, use some leftover bacon grease or beef tallow, or even some cooking oil if that's all you have. If you don't have any fat to add, just leave it out. When you're cooking, especially on a budget, you gotta improvise and use what you have. Now mix the butter around to coat the pan until all the butter is melted. Then add the sausage of your choice. And I'm just using Hillshire Farms beef sausage links. And you can cut them in big pieces, medium pieces, or small pieces. I cut them up into small dice to make them stretch further. Smaller pieces spread out a lot more than big pieces. And you, the people, know me, the person. And when it comes to recipes, I use a recipe as a guide, not as a rule. And I would suggest you, the people, do the same thing. Because when you're living on a tight budget, you're not always going to have everything you need for a recipe. Which to me gets really exciting because I can use my imagination. For instance, if you don't have the smoked sausage like I'm using today, you could use breakfast sausage, you could use hot dogs, you could use bologna, ground beef, ground pork, ground turkey, ground chicken, stew meat, potted meat, Vienna sausages, roadkill, or better yet, if you have it, use leftover meat. The type of meat really doesn't matter unless you're trying to make an authentic cowboy pie. And I'm not even sure that there's a definition of an authentic cowboy pie. So use whatever type of meat you have. Now add 1 large diced up onion and 1 large diced up bell pepper. If you don't have bell peppers and onions, use whatever vegetables you have, whether they're fresh, frozen, canned, or leftover. Even some fruits would work if that's all you have, like apples, pears, raisins, etc. And I've had a few people ask about the spatula I use. My late friend Bob Greenia always noticed in my videos that I had dexterity problems with my hands. So he happened to be a great woodworker, and I was lucky enough for him to make these custom spatulas and a pair of chopsticks that ergonomically fit and worked perfectly with the lack of strength and dexterity in my hands. He even made a slot on each handle so that the spatula would rest and lock onto the edge of the pan and not fall off the pan onto the floor. So I was fortunate enough to be gifted a pair of these spatulas and the chopsticks. But unfortunately, for everyone who's been asking where they can get the spatula, they're unavailable for purchase because Bob's busy right now doing his beautiful woodwork for the big man upstairs. Now saute the sausage, peppers, and onions over medium-high heat for about 5 minutes. And then add some salt and pepper, and or any other spices you'd like to add. And then continue to saute for a few minutes until your sausage begins to brown and your peppers and onions begin to soften. Now it's time to add some beans. And the cowboy pies that I've seen made before use baked beans. I didn't happen to have any baked beans, but I did have 2 cans of pork and beans. And just like with everything else in this dish, if you don't have baked beans or pork and beans, use any kind of beans you have. If you don't have any beans, add other vegetables, add leftover chili, leftover stew, leftover spaghetti sauce, leftover sloppy joe, a couple cans of your favorite soup, leftover barbecue, etc. Use what you have. And then give it all a good mix until everything's well combined. And then now we're going to top it with mashed potatoes. And I just used the pack of the Idahoan 4-cheese mashed potatoes that you just mixed with boiling water. If you want to make homemade mashed potatoes, that's even better. Or if you don't have anything to make mashed potatoes with, you can use sweet potatoes, cornbread, biscuit dough, bread dough, polenta, leftover rice, or some kind of pasta. I can't emphasize enough during this video that if you don't have an ingredient, use your imagination and use something you do have. It might not look like it's supposed to or taste exactly like what it's supposed to, but when you're on a budget, you're eating to survive, not to impress anyone. Now add all the mashed potatoes and spread them out into an even layer. In hindsight, I would have added just a little bit less water to the mashed potatoes than I did. Add a little salt and pepper or seasoning of your choice. And last but not least, top it off with a little bit of shredded cheese. You can use breadcrumbs or just skip it. And you can use as little or as much cheese as you like. I only used half of this package. Now once you have as much or as little cheese as you like, this goes into a preheated 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes, or until all the cheese is melted and nice and golden brown and bubbly. After baking in a 400-degree oven, our cowboy pie looks like cornbread now. And I should have waited a few minutes before serving, because it didn't firm up the way I expected it to. And that didn't matter, because it didn't look as nice as I wanted it to either. But the texture or the looks of the cowboy pie didn't matter, because I was able to provide a hearty, satisfying, rib-sticking, fulfilling, delicious dinner for my family when inflation is at its highest and I'm on a budget. What more do you need, or what more could you ask for? Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.